Hello there, welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is pure adventures. We're going on a pure adventure. adventure. Yeah, so I think eventually you're going to want to have a big artificer draw thing. There's a lot of there's different ways to make your money or your whatever your gains here between the just ranger and cash and artificer. Lots of draw those storyteller, and then really good all VP and distant lands. I don't know. Typically the AI is pretty bad with distant lands, but I don't know that I've played a game in recent times. Maybe with the update, it's a little better. Duplicate potentially has some value here. Swamp Hag isn't going to be super great here, mostly because of Champion coming down eventually, but Swamp Hag does do one nice thing here, which is that it kind of gives you catch at the start of your turn, which can help Storyteller. It can boost the Storyteller consistency a little bit. That being said, most of your consistency is probably coming from like Dungeon and Ranger here. So anyway, I'm going to open Page Dungeon. I think there are other things you could open here, but we'll see what the AI goes for. Okay, so AI is going to do a page skip. I don't think is correct. We do miss finding the page on turn, whatever turn this is. Given that the AI is skipping dungeon, there's maybe a little more appeal to like Giant or Swamp Hag here for me. Just to slow the AI down a little bit. I don't really have there's not a super important buy for me to make on 5 here. The main thing would be a Storyteller, I suppose. I guess I'll do the Storyteller. Guy gets another dungeon. I don't think we want to play. This is kind of awkward because you do really want to cycle more, so you probably ought to play both dungeons. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where we don't really want to play both of them. This should honestly probably just be an expedition. Make sure we get to play the hero. Oh, it's just a warrior. Yeah, maybe not. I'm trying to think. We're going to want an artificer at some point. We could get more pages in hopes of like doing page attacks. They really don't have anything. They've so far only bought dungeons and silvers, which isn't scary in any way. A little weird. Let's see. We'll just go right up to the end of this shuffle. So that's one. So we're going to leave. We'll just go to the end of the shuffle. So we're going to do 1 copper and then play the warrior. And then here we'll probably take an artificer. Though again, I think you could make a pretty strong argument for just taking another Storyteller in order to up your chances of playing the hero next turn. Maybe that's, again, worth considering. We really don't need the artificer until we're closer to a point where we can do really exciting draw stuff. I think I will go with this Storyteller, actually. So, just to increase the chances of playing the dungeon. They buy a Swamp Hag now, but I'm going to take gold over it. We don't need Coin of the Realm. We're about to get a champion. And then I'll get a Storyteller. So the AI may get to play. I was gonna say they may get to play the the Swamp Hag once for the attack, but I don't think they're even going to get to. Maybe still once, but we're gonna draw quite a bit here. No, we're just gonna get to the we are simply going to get to the champion. So we've got our dungeons back on track, which is nice. This was quite a bad performance from the AI today. Let me see what we want to do here. We could go double ranger. I have $1. I'm trying to count the money. So we have a total of 1, 3. We have 8. So 3 and 5 isn't so good here. I would love to get another artificer, but I think this has got to be just double ranger. Could go for duplicate, but again, I would rather just take the duplicate on some turn where I have overdraw and I like play the artificer. We're also getting a warrior down, which is nice. We didn't quite find anything here. Honestly, I think we top deck ranger instead of using the gold to get a 5. I think just having the ranger here is a little nicer. They have provinces now, but that's just does not mean anything. We can maybe get some pages soon. We need to get the artificer, which we've bottom decked it. I'd really rather not play the dungeon. That was a little unfortunate to bottom deck the artificer, but it's fine. So we could do this a couple of ways. We could just get another ranger. So we get to play this, and then we have, what do we have, 9? Okay. Let's get the artificer now, and actually let's get some pages, and let's really lean into the warrior stuff, because they only have 1 gold and a swamp hag as far as now they have an artificer, but okay, so we should, I'm willing to play, now we need to get, okay, but we found a ranger, so maybe we add another page here. We didn't hit, this was just a really friendly warrior. We didn't hit anything. Get another artificer. The artificers also buff the storyteller draw, which is fun. A lot of nice things going on here. I guess we top deck like a ranger. This could just be expedition, frankly. I haven't added some of the other, I mean, there's so much attacking we could be doing here. We can try and start adding some of the attack stuff. There's also Giant and Ranger have a journey token interaction. Oh, they probably hit province here. The silvers fortunately aren't too terrible with the storytellers running around. We're still whiffing the warriors. Now next turn we're gonna get a lot of warrior plays, but I was sort of unlucky. But here, let's add a swamp hag, and then what else can we add? I mean, always more artificers is okay. More storytellers is okay. I may have underplayed that a little bit. Well, obviously I'm holding the whole deck and have artificer, so I underplayed it a little bit, but not a big deal. Excuse me. So we can play this. Yeah, I don't know. We can pick up a couple giants for fun. So they expedition because of the attack. Well, this is kind of an awkward dungeon, but I'm still waiting to get a single warrior hit. There are no cards in the trash. We get some peasant or more pages to help up it. We still get 2 more warriors. I just want to hit one. I'm not being terribly greedy about it. Nope. They have so many well, I guess a lot of the dungeons are in play, but they have a lot of silvers. I guess actually I have a lot of silvers. Maybe this is just the way it's supposed to go. I just wanted to do more attacking, you know? Let's get another one of these. Yeah, there we go. Now we're playing. Okay, so we can do sure, why not? I keep miscounting this. So the thing we can do now is we can use the rangers to make both of the giants attack, which is fun. Here we can start. There's really not a pile out threat, but we can start on the distant lands. We can even take a province, why not? So they're expeditioning. We again have kind of an annoying... I'm whining about having good cards in my opening hand, which is obscene. But, you know. We can use the ranger. Okay, we get curse. What do we want to do here? We can certainly pile out this turn if I take the time to figure out how to do it. Whether I want to do that is not so clear to me. We can get a couple more of these. Still no warrior. Oh, there we get another silver. Hooray. There we get the dungeons. We pretty much got... Yeah, that's all their dungeons now. Hooray for us. We're going to get as much of the green as we can. We're going to try and score big here. So we'll get the last ranger for sure. And then... like, we'll use this ranger to attack. We could get more storytellers, would be pretty good, actually. Look at us go. Yeah, I probably should have gotten more storytellers sooner. Quite frankly. We get another hero. Look at us go. The heroes, of course, give you, draw. What did the AI do last turn? Page and curse. Interesting. Well, I guess again, well, that's not what I meant to play. Oh, I can undo it. Get these, get those. They get a bunch of duchies this turn. We may have enough draw here to empty the provinces. Maybe we'll just do that. At 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's too many. Oh, that's messed up. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. We don't get one last giant trash in. So I have to live without it. Okay. Well, I actually was not sure starting. I thought the AI might buy some of the good cards, but nope. They did have... They must have had a somewhat unfortunate reshuffle. They really only bought dungeons at the start. They didn't get Page, of course, which is terrible to do here. I don't know what the... Their first turns are like dungeon, okay, silver. Then another dungeon. This is kind of hard, drawing 4 here. Okay, so they did, like, unless there's something going on here that AI just didn't play the dungeons, it does look like they, their dungeon missed the shuffle. Of course, then they bought 2 more on the reshuffle, which is terrible, but an unfortunate draw for the AI in any case to have their opening dungeon go to bottom deck. But then they did just play all 3 of these here, which is not that good. They buy Swamp Egg here, but I already have Champion. So yeah, it's not it, but it really wouldn't have been that bad of a shuffle if they had bought up, if the AI was playing with a Page, because assuming that the Page buy was where their silver buy was, it's not so bad because they do play the silver turn 3, which means this could have been a Page play, which means you'd probably get to play your Treasure Hunter turn 5, or you have a good, reasonable shot, and but they didn't do that, so okay. Well, not competitive, but some fun little things to do with Artificer and lots of draw, which I always enjoy. And thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.